Yo guys, YFootball here, and today we're talking about a transfer that's gaining a lot of traction, and that is James Maddison to Arsenal. Leicester midfielder, 24 years of age, attacking midfielder, looking to join Arsenal Football Club. Before we get into the video, if you're new around here, please consider dropping a subscription on my road to 500 subs. I'm round the corner, and I'm posting a lot of free YouTube content, no pain whatsoever, and every subscriber helps. That ain't no Tesco slogan. It's my slogan. Every subscription helps. So yeah, help along, and of course like the video so it gets out to more people. So James Maddison to Arsenal. It's a transfer that's not new. It's been around for a couple weeks to a month now, but it's starting to gain a lot of traction recently. Fabrizio hasn't tweeted himself, but I'm seeing a lot of Arsenal pages talk about, look, this is a real thing. There's real interest from Arsenal. There's real interest from Maddison to make the deal done. And let's talk about it. So let's talk about, firstly, will the deal happen, what the deal will include, and of course the implications on Arsenal, Leicester, and the Premier League. So yes, will the deal happen? Look, it's who knows, man? Who knows? It's a deal that Arsenal are very interested in. It's a position we definitely need on the football pitch. Emil Smith-Rowe, big up himself. He's carried a lot of the load offensively, but we definitely need another attacker. It doesn't look like Odegaard's coming back. And to be honest, I'd rather have Maddison than Odegaard. Maddison's more Premier League proven. Only 24 years of age. Don't get me wrong. Odegaard is young too, but Odegaard in his time he was good. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't amaze me. He didn't wow me like, oh wow, we need him back. Good player, but I think we can get an upgrade, and I do see James Maddison as an upgrade on Odegaard. So, 24 years of age, attacking midfield, he gets goals from midfield, assists. You can see when he's not in the team, Leicester do perform slightly worse. Leicester definitely better when he's on the pitch. And it's the whole case of, look, if we're going to sign an attacking midfielder and we steal him from Leicester, our rivals, that makes Leicester worse and makes us better. So, it's kind of like a 6-pointer in football, right? We're making a rival worse while we're getting better, which obviously is a benefit rather than just signing Odegaard from Real Madrid, who has no impact on Leicester as much. So, yeah, that's definitely a benefit. The only problem with Maddison I can see is that he is, of course, very, very injury-prone. He gets injured. Every season, he's going to get an injury. Whether you like it or not, it's just the way it's where the cookie crumbles with James Maddison. He's an injury-prone player. It happens. Let's just hope it's not a long-term injury. But that's why you have to have cover. And someone like Emil Smith-Rowe, I have more and more confidence in him able to pick up the slack when Maddison ain't there, of course. So, Maddison, young player, 24 years of age. English tax does apply, so we're looking at a fee around the £60 million mark. However, there's talks of Arsenal throwing in a player swap deal plus cash. We're talking someone like Ainsley Maitland-Niles or Reece Nelson are the two names being thrown about. If we can give Ainsley Maitland-Niles to Leicester and pay less money, I'm talking around the 35 mark, hey, I'll take that, man. 35, 40 plus Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Because Maitland-Niles is a player we do need to sell at Arsenal Football Club. I have a lot of respect for Maitland-Niles. I do think he's a good footballer, but he kind of cucked his chance at this club when he refused to play right back. He didn't refuse to play right back, but you could tell he was openly against it. He just wanted to play centre mid, and that was his preferred position, when he should have just said, okay, I'll play right back, because that's what Saka did. Saka came into the team as a left back when we were lacking one, and now he's built his way up, and now he's playing up at the top of the pitch at right wing, left wing, you name it. So, Ainsley Maitland-Niles leaves, I wouldn't be against it, and if we can sell him off to then get a play in return of the likes of Maddison, I'll definitely take that. Maitland-Niles to Leicester, look, I don't think he's going to absolutely tear up trees at Leicester, so I'm happy to give them a play in return, and we have to pay less money, because the least money we pay is the better, because we're not a club that can splash out, look, 50 million, 75, 60. We definitely have to definitely have a budget, and we have to be smart in our purchases. And if we're already dropping 50 million on Ben White, we can't now drop another 50, 60 million on James Maddison and expect to get another centre mid on top of that. So we have to be very, very smart with our purchases. So if we can sell a player and bring in a player, that's killing two birds with one stone, which I'll be very, very for. So if this deal were to happen, let's say a player is including a swap deal in Ainsley Maitland-Niles, for example, and we pay that money, the implications on Arsenal are we get a certified attacking midfielder of 24 years of age who's coming up to his prime. Not in his prime yet, but coming up to his prime. Premier League proven, who can slot right in that centre attacking midfield position behind Aubameyang. Aubameyang, who I see as he's actually kind of a very similar striker to Vardy, right? They both use their pace, clinical finishing. They're not really back to the ball types of players. They're not really players that are gonna cut up trees with headers or anything like that. No, they're not kind of like strikers that you play off. They're very much getting behind, sharp shooting strikers, and something Maddison can him and Aubameyang can create a new partnership like he did with Vardy. And then, of course, you've got Saka and Pepe off the wings. Martinelli throwing the mix there as well. Players that can, like, dynamic attackers off the wings as well. That's a nice-looking front four, in my opinion. That's a nice front four. And, of course, linking into the midfield, Partey, Maddison. If we can get another centre midfield, I'm talking like Locatelli, Aouar. Boy, that's a hell of a midfield, man. Locatelli, Partey, and Maddison, or Partey, Aouar, and Maddison. That is a midfield that can definitely get you top 4 football. That is a strong midfield, a Champions League midfield, in my opinion. And whether we like it or not, football is won and lost in the midfield. If you win your midfield battles, more often than not, you win the football game. So if we can solidify our midfield, I'm all for it. And Maddison is definitely a player I'd love to see at this football club. Of course, you've got a player like Grealish, who we all would love to see, but he's looking like he's going Man City. He's out of reach. And Maddison is a capable alternative that, yeah, I'd love to see. So let me know what you think about the Maddison signing. Do you think it will happen? Or do you like it to happen? I definitely like it to happen. Of course, the implication on Leicester is they need to sign a replacement for him. Or, to be fair with Leicester, he is injury prone, so they have kind of learned to live without him in a way. They've got, obviously, Yuri Tielemans, a great centre midfielder next to Ndidi. Them two create a great partnership as like a back two, but then you need someone ahead of them in like a attacking type of player. They have Dennis Pratt, but I'm not sure how good he is to really start at Leicester Football Club. So I don't know if they sign an alternative, or they do what Liverpool did back in the day when they sold Coutinho and they completely revamped their system and went to a free midfield rather than an attacking midfielder, and went to like free workhorses, like engine midfielders, like the Wijnaldum type players. So I don't know what Leicester are going to do. To be honest, I'm just happy if we sign a player from them that weakens them and strengthens us, because they are our rival right now. They've finished ahead of us the last couple of seasons, so we really need to kind of overtake them now back into where we deserve to be, which is above Leicester Football Club. I'm sorry, Leicester fans, but we are a bigger club than you, history-wise, just bigger fan base, etc. We deserve to be ahead of you. Well, not deserve to be, actually. They deserve to be ahead of us. They play better football than us. I can't take that away from them. But in terms of stature, we need to be ahead of you if we want to progress. So we need to overtake Leicester this season 100% without any European football. Hopefully we can. But yeah, I've been White Football. Let me know, Leicester and Arsenal fans, if you're watching this, what you think of the signing down below. Leicester fans, would you like to sell Maddison? Would you sell him to Arsenal? How much would you want for him? Arsenal fans, same questions. Would you like Maddison? How much are you willing to spend, etc.? I've been White Football, and I'll see you guys in the next video.